You are about to witness the power of toy knowledge. Where are my figures at? Straight out of Poland, it's my homeboy Rick, classy action figure seller with a 6-inch dick, the bruiser, in his stonking collection of action figs that he sticks in his ring. Takes solicited pics for like button clicks, everything that drips out his lips is a statistic. Yeah, he's the kind of dude can tell you who threw who out of Rumble 92. Need to know a bit more? Then check out his stories, putting figures in a box daily. And for this little rap, he didn't even pay me. So also on the show is Martin.
Hello everyone, welcome to 7 Figs a Month. This week we find out if the machines knock the necroplasm off of Spawn. Will they pull the willies out the Ghostbusters? And will they send James Bond Jr. to bed early? Because we are looking at the toys from Terminator 2. I am Marty, the Jersey Retro Toy Hunter, and joined, as always, by the action figure seller. Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Very good. That was a lovely intro.
Oh, thanks, mate. I'm not just going to blurt anything out.
No, why would you?
Why would I? It'd ruin everything.
In an update from Ghostbusters and having the willies put up things, your older brother Darren did contact me.
Are you in trouble?
Well, you theorised that he might not like our overall positioning of Ghostbusters and our final thoughts on the line. And he did contact me. Do you want to hear what he said?
I'm quite glad that it's about that.
Well, so we mentioned doing a T-shirt featuring Darren and Woolworths.
Yeah.
And I said that we might need to get in contact with him about his likeness. He made the effort to contact me, saying, yes, you can use my likeness however you see fit.
Oh, that's nice. Good.
All I ask is you consider improving the overall ranking on my beloved Ghostbusters toys.
I told you he'd be cross.
He's very cross. A figure with a proton pack and a little ghost, which is made of translucent plastic, in one package is a great proposition if you are only getting one figure. Plus, they are just like the cartoon. Although Slimer did not seem to be based on the cartoon version, to be fair. I said thank you for the input. We will take into account and mention on the show. And apologies for the implication that you may have done some serious sexual assaults whilst dressed as a ghost. And he said, wasn't so bothered about that part. Can't run from my past forever.
Yes.
So I don't think we can reposition Ghostbusters.
They will sort themselves out overall.
Yes, yeah. Every time he hears an episode about Ghostbusters, that will likely, based on what we've seen, be improving the standing of Ghostbusters in our league table.
Yeah, our overall league table when we put all the series together and see where they are.
Yeah. So sorry, Darren.
Sorry, Darren. I don't want him to come and ask for his Ghostbuster fire station back. I mean, he can actually. I've got 2.
Oh, okay. You
One each.
Such a show off. Yeah. You're hoarding 2 Ghostbuster fire stations. And poor Darren doesn't have any right now.
Fucking terrible hoarder. I can't help it.
Did you buy anything this week?
I did. Because the reasons just stated. I've got a list.
Okay, nice.
So I mentioned to you a couple of days ago off air that I saw Atmosphere, the board game, in a charity shop. And I didn't pick it up because I already have it. Then I think you said to me, stock. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Stock.
Stock up.
Yeah, stock up. So I did go back today and I bought that. It's only £3. I've not even looked at it yet. It's hiding in the car.
Okay.
And then when I was there,
what? Atmosphere's based on the there was a TV show by the same name. Is that right?
I don't think it was a TV show. It was a board game. And
Just a board game.
It's a board game. It comes with VHS. So you put that in the TV. And that's it's like a countdown clock, but it's like this ghoul that speaks to you whilst it's going on.
Okay.
You play the game. So I played that at my brother's friend's house when I was about 9 or something, and I thought it was fantastic. So I've never played it again since.
Oh.
I had one when I was a kid. No one wanted to play with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has that changed?
It hasn't. I mean, I've got children now, but if I want to play it, I put it in the old CRT TV, and they can't stand the screeching noise that it apparently makes, which I can't hear. So even when I'm playing my retro video games, I set the little TV up, I turn it on, and the kids all start whinging. Oh, it's so loud. I'm thinking, what do you mean it's loud? I can't hear a thing.
Oh,
but yeah, they basically stopped me from playing games.
Okay.
But I digress. The other thing I bought in that same charity shop, just a bunch of really old Action Man toys, all really grubby, and I don't know why I did it. I saw them. Action Man. So it's like from the 70s, like proper old Action Man, where he's got like a beard and sort of fuzzy hair.
The big ones.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Because we'd have to look into that. That was what G.I. Joe was called here in the UK, Action Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if they were Action Man or GI Joes.
One in the same. I'm pretty sure. We'd have to probably clarify that. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Yeah, there's some other dolls in there that look sort of weird, that don't look like they're Action Man. Same size and everything, but the faces are weird. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's a bloody Tom Jones or something. I got no idea. I
Did you get the one with the little scar on?
think he's got a scar on. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
few heads.
that's
It's a fucking manky box of toys. I don't know why I did it. I just sort of saw it and I was like, yep, I like old stuff. So I picked it up. And I don't know, I just instant sort of regret after. It's like, why the fuck have I done that?
gunky toys.
Yeah, gunky toys. And this morning, back on the toy hunt, I went to a car boot sale and I picked up Metal Gear Solid for the PS1 and Tomb Raider
There you go.
PS1. So I was really happy with that because I've been looking for Metal Gear Solid for a while.
Okay.
So I mean, you can get it on eBay; it's quite expensive. So
We need a graphic of you dressed as Lara Croft with the wording Loft Raider.
oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? You can have my
That would-
sweat patches under my boobs. That I seem to be getting these last few weeks.
All this excitement from the
Yeah.
toy hunts. And what makes, I suppose, it all more interesting to myself is you don't sell this stuff. So when you're buying multiples of Atmosphere, it's not like you've got some like car boot sales you're having every month or anything. This is just stuff that's accumulating.
I don't know what I'm doing, is the thing. I sort of, in my head, I guess, I think when I retire, I would like a little toy shop or something. So I'm just sort of
Okay.
trying to load up on things so I can do that. What will probably happen is I'll be dead at 45 and my kids will have to sell it.
Very good. Hey,
Yeah.
it's one of the cutest midlife crisis.
It's not a bad one, is it? I mean, some people
No.
get sports cars that cost loads of money. Mine's just little bits of money, but dragged out over years and years.
Yeah. So costing much more than one sports car.
Overall, but it's not a big payment, right?
No, that's true. That's true. Affordable.
And if you get a sports car, like as soon as you drive it away, it's lost value.
Ah,
Whereas these are gain value. So really, well, I'm just really clever.
right.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So we'll go from me not having a toy shop to you having a toy shop because you cheeky little bastard, you got the Hardy Boys up for
Oh yeah.
pre-order.
Ye-
The
yes.
retros.
2 sets of retros available at actionfigureseller.com if you're in Europe. I mean, you can order them from anywhere, and 2 sets of bone crushing wrestlers, which are based on the old WWF Jacks BCAs. 2 lovely sets.
Yes. I really like the retros, and I'm trying to determine which ones are better. So you got the red ones are from like 1999 when they were with Michael Hayes and then became the new Brood with Gangrel.
Sort of red and black tie-dye-ish.
Yeah. And black trousers. And Jeff's just got blonde hair. And then the other ones is like their 2000, there's more sort of iconic 2000 sort of gear. I mean, Jeff's wearing a blue shirt, which I don't remember him doing, but he very well could have.
As a collector as well, I lean towards the more obscure. So in figure form, we've seen the red and black tie-dye quite a lot. And and just because of that, I prefer the Jeff with the colourful hair and the blue shirt and the Matt with all black.
Yeah, the red colours, that were they wearing that when they first won the tag titles, maybe? Or were their trousers different colours when they beat the Acolytes? Can't remember.
Oh, that seems to be the combo that we keep seeing. So Mattel's done that. Jax has done that set, that exact outfit. Really cool.
When are they expected, you know?
FC's been pretty good at its turnaround, and we're just waiting on Series 3's on the way soon. It's not actually on water yet, but it's due any time. They've only been available for pre-order for a couple of months, a few months.
Yeah, I like the FC Toys retros. I think they go under the radar quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, you're a big fan, aren't you? Some of them are really nice. Vlad's a sleeper. Vlad the super fan. Yeah. Especially as it was one that I wasn't sure about.
I thought it was great straight away. I think you told me about it, and I thought it was amazing.
I was not convinced, but it's been very popular, and it looks really cool. I think the addition of the guardrail did it for me. I was like, okay, this is good. This is
it's a good accessory. That's a good toy though. The headbangers are really good. I love the Macho Man. I've seen was it Dan on 3POA isn't keen on the length of his arms, but I see no issue with it. I can't see what he's talking about. I don't get it. I think it's brilliant. The away kits as well. I like the different kits. And I think the thing that I like about the kits is they like with the Crush that's coming out, you had at the same time the choice of the two kits. It's not like you bought one out and then you buy that, then a better one comes out, like some companies do, and then you just have a bit of remorse for buying the first one.
Yeah, they're fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not overly serious. And then, yeah, like you say, Colt Cabana had 3 different options, which I thought was a bit much, but hey, choice, right? And he does look good. Does look really good.
Yeah, they do. I've not got one of those, but it doesn't really fit in with the sort of line that I collect in the sense of the years and things, really, Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
You have to stop somewhere, right? Because no one has room for every single toy ever made.
Not these days, right?
Not these days, yeah. Room and money. Let's not forget the money point of it as well. You can't be buying thousands of toys.
Be interesting. I haven't got the stats in front of me, but obviously there was about 90 to 100 original Hasbro's released, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now all these retro companies have dwarfed that number.
Well, Mattel have beaten it on their own.
There we go. There we go. So it's probably easy 300 retro toys,
Nuts, isn't it?
if not more.
Yeah, it's a lot. Bloody hell.
All birthed out of this original line. I think they still hold up, the Hasbro's.
The Hasbro's do, yeah, absolutely. We'll get to them at some point.
Yeah, soon, I think. We're gearing up for it. We've got to get through the retros as well. I'm keen because we're in different groups and stuff, and the Mattel retros get a bit of hate, and I'm not sure why. They're brilliant. I think you agree. Like,
yeah, I like Mattels.
We're both fans of them. Even just like based on price point, they're amazing.
Price point, they've got working actions, like they're proper toys. So they are a bit lazy, but toys sort of have to be to an extent, don't they? I mean, when the indie companies start being lazy, you sort of look at it and go, oh, that was the whole thing, was it? The indie companies weren't going to be lazy.
Yeah, you're right. That is the one criticism of Mattel. That is fair. They're not as bad now as they were the first time round. I felt like they were dreadful first time round.
Yeah, they did get very lazy the first time round.
When we got, I don't know, Goldberg, Triple H, Sting, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, all with the same body pretty much.
Yeah, all exactly the same, just different heads.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, we'll get to them. We'll complain about them at a later date. Oh, I've got a fun update. You don't know about this. Do you remember what the outrageous claim was on your Batman water fun ball?
My Batman water fun ball?
Yeah.
Oh, that squirts 18 feet.
It squirts 18 feet, right? So in honor of my ongoing quest to, grow our female listenership.
Have you bought a porn star in?
No. But I care about the ladies, and I want to grow, and I want to do something for them because we don't enough, right? We don't talk about any female toys, right? So I thought I would offer an item of clothing on our Etsy store.
Okay.
Right, and I've recreated that very graphic, so you can get a black female tank top that says "squirts 18 feet." Everyone likes an outrageous claim. Get that for your mum or get that for your girlfriend. I don't think we'll sell many, but I got a kick out of recreating that graphic.
You could do a man's one that just says she squirts 18 feet with an arrow pointing. So if you're out with your missus.
There you go. But yeah, it's just in that yellow star, just like the box.
Good. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, there you go. So
well spent, mate. So anyone who's a bit annoyed that the podcast's out late, now you know why. Got to get this important work done, he says.
I'm busy creating it from scratch. There's no AI. Squirts 18 feet. And obviously that's an outrageous claim, but why not, right? So there you go.
Good solid use of time.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
It's nice that it exists, right?
Yeah. You know what else is nice that exists? Terminator 2, the movie.
Oh, it's much better that exists, in fact.
Yeah. More people have probably purchased it.
No, definitely. Easily. I feel like every time we watch a movie, we're like, oh, that was great. That was really, really, really good, right? But this probably is the best movie ever.
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as like a sci-fi action movie, it's the best action movie. It's probably the best, isn't it? It's great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So much of it's iconic. It was great watching it back. There were some little bits I found, some little tidbits I found out that I had no idea. So that bar, this was shot in 91, early 91, I think, or late 99.
It came out in 91, didn't it?
So that bar where he walks into at the start and he wants the guy's motorbike and his clothes and stuff and he's nude, the corral, that's the same bar where a few months later, Rodney King was beaten by 6 policemen. That led to the police were acquitted and the LA riots were birthed out on that. And it was a big deal in the States. And just, yeah, it just happened to be the same bar. And I had no idea.
That's pretty mad, isn't it?
Yeah, months apart as well from shooting.
Crikey. I've seen a picture before of Schwarzenegger in that bar, like during the filming, and he wasn't actually naked. He was wearing really bright Bermuda shorts.
Okay.
You ever seen that?
No.
No. Oh man, it came off on like it must have been my feed like on Facebook a few months ago, just for no reason. It's just there. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, I would have assumed he was in a thong or something, a fleshy thong or something.
You think so? Massive, baggy, luminous Bermuda shorts.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's a cracking choice. It must be. It's easy to edit out because it's so colourful, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 1991, Terminator 2, 7 years after the first Terminator, 1984.
Yeah. I really like the first Terminator. I saw it earlier on this year. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and it's fantastic. It's way better than I remember it being.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as like a sort of thriller, really. Just like a woman getting chased down by an unstoppable killing machine. So if you see that at the cinema, right, and then Terminator 2's coming out, you want to go to the cinema and watch Terminator 2, it would blow your fucking mind how good it is and how different it is. Like it goes from like tiny budget to create Terminator 1 to a whopping budget for Terminator 2, and it's got everything in it. It's like on steroids, isn't it? It's great.
Another bit that plays into, I don't know if this is the point to mention it, but obviously we talk about characters that are missing, right? Every time we do the series. Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor is a big omission, right? The biggest we've seen, right? In terms of
main character, not in it.
We have these thoughts often, and we're like, why haven't they done this? But this is different. This isn't Toy Biz not doing Bruce Wayne's love interest, Vicky Vale. Because you kind of understand, like, our boys don't want to play with, they just want to shoot guns and have fights. It's like Sarah Connor's a badass that had guns and stuff and fought. It's a weird one.
You could have multiple Sarah Connor toys as well, couldn't you? You could have her like in a waitress outfit, like in Terminator 1. You could have her in like when she's in the mental prison, and you can have her when she's just geared up to destroy people.
Yeah, I can see why they avoided the asylum type thing. But yeah, just weird, like, because we didn't get many characters, and as we'll go into, we got some fucking complete made up bullshit. So it's not like there wasn't room for her. 3 series were released by Kenner. Series 1, Future War, and Terminator 2 3D. 26 figures in total. 17 of them are Arnold.
Good.
There's only 5 different characters across these 3 series, and Sarah Connor's not one.
I would say the Maximum Arnold toys is okay for this. When we looked at Demolition Man, there's loads of Stallone. When we looked at Last Action Hero, loads of Schwarzenegger again. But here it makes sense because it'd be like an assembly line of robots that look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's all.
This one's fine. It works. This one's good in that.
No,
sense.
yeah. In terms of,
Give
I
me
wish
more.
I wish I had this thought process as a kid because I had a lot of these.
Yeah.
And the idea that you could play with them and be like, this is another T800 from the future, just a different one.
Yeah, I don't think I played that either. It's just like when one sort of started getting battered, or it was the next day, I'd probably change the clothes, as the Terminator would.
Yeah, but no, I like the idea of another one. You buy one from the shop, your mum brings home one from the shop, and you've got here he is. Whose side is he on? That's great.
Yes. Every day.
Super exciting.
John Connor wondering if this one's on his side or not.
Yeah, so I fully agree. Whilst it is a crazy amount of Arnolds, and there is a bit of laziness here from Kenner in terms of repaints, but yeah, in terms of seeing the same character over and over again, this does make the most sense. Fully agreed with that.
Yeah.
Well, what a line.
It's good. What should we do first? Should we look at, as we normally do, the vehicles and place set?
Yeah, it's worth mentioning the ultimate Terminator, so the giant talking one.
Oh, the giant talking one. Yeah, that's good.
And it's our second giant talking Arnie, isn't it?
Yeah, because the Last Action Hero had one that was it the same size? It's about the same size. And it talks as well.
That was a different company, but I wonder if they scale.
I think I looked at it at the time and I can't remember.
It's a nice thought.
What would you do, though?
Yeah, just that's all you've got. They could have a chat, maybe.
They could have a chat. Maybe it's like he pretends he's doing a close-up scene.
I'm still even more sad now, I suppose, having looked at all of this, that we never did get Sylvester Stallone as Terminator from that bit in Last Action Hero. That would have been great.
Would have been good. I mean, it's probably quite easy to do if you want to sacrifice a Stallone head and chuck it on a Terminator body.
There's got to be some customizers that's done it, right?
You'd have thought so. If they haven't, they're missing a trick.
Yeah.
If they're really good, they'll do it with every single Terminator in the
Yes.
line. They'll just
There you go.
explode head on all of them.
Yeah, and pretend it was a Mandarin effect all along.
Yeah.
And it was Sylvester Stallone actually in this movie. That's a good gimmick. All right.
Gaslighting their kids into this Mandarin effect.
Right. In terms of vehicles and playset, what do we do first? The playset, the bioflesh regenerator?
Yeah, we can do. The toy that every kid saw an advert for and wanted.
Yeah. As a 40-year-old man, I'm not sure about this.
As a 40-year-old man that has one but is missing a part, so I can't use it, I'm still excited by it.
Oh, I watched 5 videos of men playing with this or trying to get it to work. Granted, it's all the videos I watched are recent, so it's old now, and that might be the issue, but it didn't work at all.
It must have done, surely.
No,
I reckon the powder might have expired. I was reading up on it because when I was looking at buying one, I figured if I can't get one with the powder, what the hell can you do? And there's like a dentist powder that you can get that they use to make molding of your teeth.
okay.
And apparently you can use that in it. So I don't know if that would work better.
You're right there. There probably is a better substance to use in this day and age.
Yeah. I want to try it just using Play-Doh and just instead of squeezing it through and going through the whole thing of just like getting Play-Doh either side of the shell, smushing it together and seeing if it sticks.
I think Play-Doh's too much of a solid for it to properly work.
No, because if you ever played Play-Doh with your son,
Not recent. No,
no,
I wouldn't.
yeah, you can move solid. It's fine because it will just sort of encase around him and then it will just be that.
Okay.
This is only needs to be a liquid, so you can pump it through the back, through the pipe, and then have it fill up from the bottom to look good.
This bioflesh regenerator, I think I asked you when we were about to look at this, was this really a good playset? Because I can't work out how you'd play. And you said it would be quite cool to have the endoskeleton covered in flesh, and as you sort of beat it up, it's losing bits. And I was like, okay, that is good. If it works, that's good.
Well, you assume it does work, right? Because it was 30 years ago. you just got to assume it did.
Someone's got to have had this, and they can let us know if it ever worked. Someone's got to have had this as a child.
Yeah, and tell us did it work or not.
I'm not convinced. Based on the evidence I've seen, it looked like a complete mess. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on this playset. It might be the worst one. I might prefer the Batcave to this.
There's not much else you can do with this. There's no trapdoors or anything. It is literally an elaborate thing just to put a bit of Play-Doh around an exoskeleton.
The floor's a thin, wipeable bit of plastic.
And even if you're looking at it, you see there's like the pots of stuff. Can you see that underneath the box where it says Bioflesh Regenerator? That's the pot of powder with the purple lid, and it just sits in this bit of plastic for no reason. So the only bit that really works is where you see the Terminator in the purple molding and the side bits that hold it together. That's it. That's all it is.
Okay.
The rest is just for show.
Yeah.
I suck at you.
I think you also pointed out to me that the actual endoskeletons that come with it are a bit weedy as well. They're not as good as the one that's released as a figure. And that one doesn't fit in here, does it?
No.
Not sold. I like the idea. The idea is really good. If it works, good.
I need to get the bit that we're missing, or I'm missing. It's not we, it's mine. I'll get that bit and I'll do a video.
Yes, because you've done a video. Sorry, we're jumping all over the place. You did a video recently, and I really liked it.
I did do a video. My Spawn toy came down, so I opened that up.
I've not asked you. You haven't actually opened the box, though, have you?
No, I kept it in the packaging. Yeah.
What do you think? Because it does look good, right?
Yes, it's great. So I've got it on display with loads of other box toys, and it stands out as being excellent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good. Oh, this is such a result.
Chunky, it's big, and I can see how the mechanism works now, like how his body folds out, but it's done very cleverly in like the creases of clothing and stuff, rather than just being like a square that flips his head around.
Perfect. Yeah, good. I'm so glad. Because pre-pod, you would never have looked at that toy.
No, I wouldn't have acknowledged its existence.
Oh, fantastic.
That's a nice bit of life.
Yeah, more videos. Bioflesh regenerators. I need to do my Spawn alley. Yeah, videos are good. We need to show the world. You're the pretty one, so it makes sense if you do a few more videos. It's tough though, isn't it? You don't want to do too many because you don't want the people seeing the sadness in our eyes.
It's a shame because when I got my James Bond Jr. toys down, I just did a quick video for you of me opening it. So it's like I'd paint all over my hands and stuff. So I was not prepared to do a video. But just the disappointment of realizing they're all broken. That would have been quite a good video.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to go. I still haven't gone through my Spawn Alley. Right? I just don't. I'm not in a rush to do this stuff. I'm happy
You
to
have it.
wait.
That's it. That's the that part's over.
I've got a lot of patience.
Mm.
I've got stuff to do, so I haven't got
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm the same stuff. I'll just sort of sit around. I'm like, oh, I need to open that and look at that.
yeah. So when I do my video of Spawn Alley, that will be the first time that I'm actually properly going through it.
Oh, good. That's
I'm excited, yeah, because I want to capture I want to capture my heart breaking when there's no rats.
yeah. The heartbreak, I think, in our eyes is going to be the best bit of these videos at some point.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, good. All right, sorry. I got excited because I forgot we hadn't mentioned your video, and I really enjoyed your video. So
Thanks.
back to the playset and the vehicles here.
So playset's basically covered then, isn't it? We looked at
Yeah,
that. It's a nice idea, potentially rubbish.
nice idea, and it's always great to have a playset, no matter what.
Yeah. I was very excited getting this one as well. I was looking back for about a year, pretty much every day on eBay trying to find it. And I eventually got it.
Was it expensive?
I don't think so. I can't remember, and it's probably best if I did remember that I didn't say.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's probably a nice item to have sealed, right? I imagine.
Mine isn't sealed. It's like an old box. It's all in there. It doesn't look like it's been used. There is one bit missing. So it's obviously, if there was 2 tubs of the powder, there's only one now. So someone
Okay.
might have used it. A bit's lost, but it's still in the box and it's there. It's basically complete, other than one integral mechanism.
Okay. Well, then we're on to the vehicles.
Did you have either of these?
Both of them.
Both of them. Good boy. Me too.
Is this one of the first lines where we actually had most of these?
Yeah.
Nice. Right, that's good. So we neither of us had the bioflesh regenerator, as we just said, but we both had these vehicles and we both had most of series one and didn't get much else. Right? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
I think so. Yeah. It seems to be
We're in the same spot.
what we've deciphered.
So the heavy metal cycle here, absolutely tremendous. And obviously he rode a Harley in the movie.
Yeah. This is great. I love playing this as a kid, having him on this and John Connor
Yeah.
on his motorbike. Very good.
Really
It's
nice.
like a Harley. I'm pretty sure it's a pull back and go as well.
Really nice red motorbike. I don't remember if any of the figures sit on it that well.
They must have. I'd remember it was useless. I'm pretty sure at least the Terminator with the pink shirt did.
But can he? Because one of his hands is a fist. His only human left hand is a fist, so he can't hold the handlebars, right?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right.
I don't remember it being a problem when I was
Yeah.
younger. I just don't know if anything sits cleanly on it and looks like he's riding.
Yeah, you could be right. I probably wouldn't have paid attention to that though as a child.
No. And then there's the weird car, which is cool.
It's cool. It's acceptable. If you look at it, that it could have been from the future. That's all right.
Nice silver car with a Terminator skull on the front and sort of black back, and then a massive rocket launcher on the top.
Completely designed for the toys.
Yeah, and he seems to drive it by some sort of headgear.
They forgot to put a steering wheel on.
Is there no steering wheel in there? Is it just that headgear?
It doesn't look like there is. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Hey, this was I had a lot of fun with this car.
Yeah, I liked it. It's quite memorable. It's not accurate to anything, but it's fun as a kid's toy. Massive rocket launcher. It's
So I've
huge.
just
Like-
clicked on the back of the box. It does look really nice. Bit small, if anything.
Yeah, it's not as good as the Jack Slater car from Last Action Hero,
Oh,
which is a very nice car.
again, you were going through each pod every time there was a car and a main character. You were sort of getting a bit itchy to get them. It'd be nice to have them all lined up, and this as well.
I've got this. I've got a lot of these cars, it turns out, without realizing. I'm not really sort of person that's into cars or anything like
Okay.
that, but apparently I like them when they're for toys because I've got most of them.
Got a garage full of cars, mate. Come and have a look.
Got a garage full of cars, box toys, possibly mice.
No, good. Yeah, solid additions. Yeah, really solid additions. Despite my skepticism of the playset, really nice additions, all three.
If the playset works, you can play a bit like that bit's in the future. Like these are coming off the assembly lines. Then you go back to real time and John Connor's moseying around and a Terminator shows up. Quite good, isn't it?
Yes,
If you've got a Jack Slater toy from Last Action Hero, he could be a Terminator as well.
he could be a Terminator. And then you've got Terminator dressed as Hamlet.
Yeah, there you go. It's brilliant. Did they make Predator toys? We got a Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator somewhere.
We'll come on to that in Terminator 2 3D.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Okay, right. So this first series was a bit of a mystery, actually. So we'll start with series one, right, where it all started
Yeah.
in 1991. This was a slight Mandarin effect because straight away we sort of argued because you were like, "Let's do just series one. It's a big series," and I was like, "No, it's not. There's 6 figures. What are you talking about?"
Yes.
It seemed to have been released in parts, so there was 6 figures, and I was right. But then they've added another six, I think.
I
Over.
don't think it was like known as like series one or anything though, right? It was just Terminator 2.
Okay.
There was a bunch came out, then another bunch came out. So I think now people see it as like that's the first series. Well, it is an individual series. It was just released in 2 waves, probably.
Yeah. So the back of the box, every time they sort of added a few, the back of the box will have a corner flash on that picture of the toy saying new.
Yeah.
I must have been in and out of this collection very quickly.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure I got them basically all in one go. And then
Hmm.
that was it. I didn't get any more.
Yeah. But I must have got the first half of this wave because when I say I had most of series one, I mean that's starting six. But let's start then. Let's rank them.
Yeah. I think I had 9 of this series. So I had
Okay.
9 of these figures and the 2 vehicles.
Okay. So I had six and then the two vehicles. So you win there, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So we'll rank series one. We'll do it all as a total, the total of 12.
Yeah.
And we'll start with in last place, in 12th place, is the Cyber Grip villain. What the fuck is this?
Oh shit, mate. I don't mind that they've just made up a character for a toy line. It doesn't insult me. It insults me when they haven't done a Sarah Connor. So they thought, what can we do instead?
It's just,
You know what
it's,
we've done loads of Arnie's. What else can we do? There's no other characters to make. Let's make one up. Cyber Grip villain.
yeah, for such a big movie. And like you say, Sarah Connor should be there, right? So I'm stuck between feeling like, oh, it's not a bad toy. There's some fun bits to it. And then there's another part of me who's like, this is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they haven't even given him a name.
They
Just a cyber grip
could have
villain.
called it like T5000 or anything.
Yeah, yeah. A different model of Terminator would have
Yeah.
been fine. Cyber grip villain. He's got gold pipes coming out of his face, black with sort of dirty gold trim all over him, and he's got a cyber grip, I suppose you'd call that.
You have to call it Cyber Grip, really, don't you?
If you've seen this, I don't think this bothers me quite as much as Battle Hook Friendly.
Battlehook Friendly's a laugh, though. I kind of get the laziness to Battlehook Friendly.
This is definitely in the bottom of the bin with Battle Hook
Yeah.
Friendly.
But this isn't even lazy. Like, we don't think this is from another toy line that's been repainted. They have made this on purpose.
There's effort here.
Yeah. That makes it even worse.
So, Sarah Connor, I found out a bit of information about Linda Hamilton, right? And I don't think this plays into the mindset of leaving her out of the line, but I did discover that there was a Midway arcade game, a like
Yeah.
two-person shooting arcade game. And Midway had access to all the actors whilst filming to create this game. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, Edward Furlong, Robert Patrick are all a part of the game. Linda Hamilton refused because she believed she should have been paid as much as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they disagreed. And I don't think that's playing.
That could be. It must be. Surely, it must be playing
No,
into
because
this.
we keep on seeing it. So unless it's every time the lady's
Yeah.
like, "We want loads of money for this merch," and they're like, "No, no one's buying a toy of you." Our other thoughts were that surely it's just the attitudes are boys play with toys of,
These are boys' toys. They don't want to play with a girl.
yeah, they want to play with men fighting, men of action, and
Yeah.
girls want to comb their hair and undress ladies, and never the two shall mix. And that's it, right? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. It's
Because the only other thought I had is like there was no access to pornography back then. It's not as easy as it is now, right? So like they just had a lot of trouble. Men had a lot of trouble sculpting lady parts, and would attempt at some of them. There would be signs on the wall of Mattel, Kenner, Toy Biz. Do not make a lady. And then some of them would be like, I could do it. And they get like halfway through a tit and just come everywhere. And then have to go home. Is that maybe that's what was going on? And then the boss calls a meeting. Yeah, sorry everyone, Barry's gone home. We've had an accident. The sign's on the wall for a reason. I don't know.
then Jim Pipes up. I reckon I could do it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Jim.
No, Jim, don't. Oh, Jim. It's just like a factory full of half sculpted ladies that couldn't be
Sorry.
finished. And then in 2010, one of these companies hired a lady and she did it. She just did it easy.
Before then,
What's
yeah.
what's the problem? Here you go. Here's a toy of a lady. That's when they started making toys of women. 2010.
Then it became a lady's job.
Right, so it can't be that, right? Surely not.
I don't know. Who knows what it is? It's baffling now. Here is the first time I've been proper annoyed about it. Fucking bullshit.
Because here's an action star. Here's an actual action star. It's
Yeah.
just not a bit of fluff for the male lead.
The other thing they could have done, sorry, going back to this bullshit cybergrip villain, why didn't they just make a John Connor from the future? Like wearing like futuristic army gear rather than this prick.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing here. I hate it. I hate it.
The more we talk about it, the more I hate it as well. When I first saw this was a thing, it was like a month or two ago. I was looking at this line and I saw it and I was like, oh, that's quite cool. They made up characters. But now I'm just getting angrier and angrier about it.
Out of 26 figures, we've got 17 Arnolds. I would have taken 18 Arnolds over this.
You wouldn't be offended, would you? It's like, oh, great, another Arnold, another
Yeah.
T800 coming off the production line.
Oh man, yeah, this is bad. Yeah, I might try and track one down. Be good to show people. Obviously, they can just Google it and see the atrocities. But yeah, dreadful. He deserved last place here. I don't think that's not debatable. That's not a subjective matter.
Yeah, rock bottom. Don't come back.
Yeah, absolutely dreadful. All right, and then we're getting to the good stuff, I suppose. I've got Blaster T1000.
Okay, yeah, this is I've got this. I've got it boxed. I also, but not out of choice really. I just bought a lot that had Terminator toys in it. I don't mind it. I had it as a kid and I didn't mind it then. But the other day I was watching a video on how the action works. I couldn't really remember. And you sort of pull his head down and then a rocket launcher comes up his back.
Yeah.
And like the video is just like, right, so you put the rockets in there, and then I was like, right, where's the button for that? I can't remember this. Do you know how you get the rockets out?
You flick them.
You fucking flick them like it's a Sabutio, man. What the fuck is this? So you flick the rockets out. What's the point? What's the point of having a fucking rocket launcher that doesn't even launch rockets? You just sort of flick them out yourself.
Yeah, I would say so. After Cybergrip Villain, everything else is sort of all right. So this being 11th isn't really commentary on it being rubbish, but it is a weird. I like how it looks. I suppose if you're putting this just on your shelf, this looks all right. It's more. He's got a weird pose, hands on his hips. This guy isn't doing much.
No, he's not fucking off, is he?
Yeah, you're not playing with him. You're not flicking those rockets out of his back.
No, I don't remember doing that at all when I was a kid, so I must never have used it.
No, so this guy can go round asking, "Have you seen John Connor?"
Nuts about it.
Yeah,
Get his binoculars out. Hold them up to his nose.
hold them up to his
He's a
nose.
T1000 though. I was looking at I was watching. Was I watching? No, I was listening to something the other day, and they sort of mentioned they're like watching a movie and that, and they mentioned that the T1000 seems to be learning things as he goes along, like in the movie,
Okay.
like sort of working out what he can do and what he can't do. Because he's just Arnie says that he's just a T1000 prototype. So he's just been made, and as he's sort of in this world, he's sort of figuring stuff out and what he can do and what he can't do and stuff. So like when he changes his hand to a big thing, he's sort of staring at it like
Oh, that's true.
things like that. Yeah. So when you sort of think about that and think about all the stuff he does, holy shit, that's fucking right.
That's okay. That's a nice detail. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can picture
So
that.
obviously there was a time, right, where he bends over and realizes fucking rockets shoot out of his ass. Despite the fact that they do say in the film that he can't turn himself into a gun or anything like that, only like stabby objects. They've ignored that.
No, well, he realised that he tried it, but it would have taken someone coming along and flicking them out. There was no mechanism to actually fire them.
Yeah, that was the problem. Just there.
Interesting that this is a line across the 3 series full of repaints. We don't see this fella again.
Yeah, one and done.
There's a few of them.
What color would they paint them?
I mean, anything based on based on what we're seeing. I mean, or just re-release him exactly the same like they do with Cybergrip Villain. Spoiler alert.
He's coming back.
Yeah, we haven't even seen the last of him. And then I've got Meltdown Terminator.
Oh, I like this one. Can you guess why?
Yeah, it shoots water.
Yeah, I like a squirter.
This is Marty's favourite.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if favourite's good. I would take his accessories, I think, and give it to someone else. Because I don't like his bright yellow shirt.
I don't like how the accessories sit around his neck.
He's got to get around somehow. You fucking have a problem with things like that, don't you?
I don't like his yellow shirt. I don't like his camo trousers.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gone through Primark and picked anything up.
Beyond that, he's all right. Basically, he gets a repaint and it's a better one.
We'll get there. So this one's supposed to shoot out like warm water, isn't it? So it changes the color of the upcoming T1000. That's a change of color.
The upcoming right now, white hot T1000. So you pair them together. Yeah, see, I like that. I do like that as a mechanism. He shoots water on T1000's torso, which does change color.
Yeah, I never had these ones.
No, I never had these. That I like that as a feature. The white hot T1000, despite changing color, which is cool, looks a bit weird of a toy.
It looks crap, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of black and gold.
Yeah. What's that from?
Yeah, especially if this was silver, that would be infinitely better.
Mate, there must be a thing about the changing color. What does he change color to? I'm trying to look at the back of the box here. Does it go quite clear though? So then it looks like liquid metal.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's any silver.
No, I'm just looking at the back of the box, but the picture's quite small and rubbish.
They're all right. Moving on, I've got Damage Repair Terminator. I really like this one. I've never seen this one before looking at this.
I was thinking about this. I might have had this one.
Never, ever. It's never popped up on any groups I'm in. I've never seen it on eBay or anything. Nothing. It never crossed. Don't remember seeing this in the shop.
Green shirt rings a bell. When I was thinking about it, the head swapping thing seemed familiar as well. But
Basically, he's got battle damage head and arm, and his action is he can replace them with not battle damaged heads and arms.
that's really good, though. I like that.
Yeah. Agreed. I like, yeah. In terms of playability,
He's got some bullets down his chest. Yeah, it looks all right. I like this one.
no, not bad at all.
It doesn't really do much more than that, but I like things that looks like a normal man. Then battle damage is quite good.
Yeah. Endoglow Terminator is next. So
Oh,
this
this is good. This is the exoskeleton that looks burnt.
glows in the dark, apparently.
Yeah, I had this one.
So the endoskeleton that glows in the dark. It's very similar in style to the white hot T1000.
Yeah, it just sort of works a bit better.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
looks better. Looks like that's just one that's sort of been burnt or something. So it's got like black and sort of
Yeah.
glow in the dark, sort of whitey green color.
Comes with a giant rocket launcher.
That actually fires. You don't have to click this one.
That's it. And the mold's good here because it gets reused later on for a very cool endoskeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, solid toy. Solid toy. Again, I don't think I've seen this one.
Come
So
around to mine, mate. We'll play with them.
My belief that this was just a series of 6 comes from me never seeing this stuff.
Yeah, it might not have been in Jersey much though, because I got all mine in a trip to England from Toys R Us.
Oh, that could be the case. That could, okay.
And that would explain why I never bought any more as well, because it's just like one trip. I spent all my holiday money in one go.
Yeah, okay.
Toys R Us.
Yeah, I think we've got to do the answer. Right, then up next, I had this one. This is a good one. Battle Damage Terminator.
Yeah, I like this one. This whole front pops off and it's endoskeleton underneath, like torso and head.
Not one we see again later on. Doesn't get a repaint, which is
That's
a shame.
odd, isn't it? Because it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Maybe they sold enough of them, they didn't have loads left lying around.
Ah, that makes sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you look at the ones that we don't get repaints of, they're quite good. Okay. Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah, it comes with a nice gun. I seem to favour them when they come with realistic weapons and the action's all on the.
This is probably the better weapon, isn't it, in that sense? I mean, it doesn't fire anything, but it looks like a shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not over the top.
Yeah.
The action's all within the actual figure itself.
Not like a wacky claw. A lot of these toys have wacky claws going on. It's like, why the fuck have you given them like weird claw arms and things?
Solid. You're right. This one sold loads. Didn't have to repaint it. Then we've got Secret Weapon Terminator.
Secret Weapon Terminator, or as we all called him, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Yes.
Tell you about WWF Hasbro's.
It's crazy that so many people had that as a reality, right?
Yeah. I didn't even know this. Like I didn't really have any other friends that played with Terminator toys or Hasbro's, but like we spoke probably wasn't too long ago. I sort of mentioned it to you probably a few years ago and sort of said, I had this Terminator toy that I used to use as a diesel. And you said, I did that as well. And I think I spoke to our friend Chris Murphy and he did the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we never got a diesel.
Yeah, we never got a diesel, but he was a great diesel as well because he could do a big boot and things.
Yeah.
His power bomb. Yeah.
And
reckon.
big sexy here with his belly out.
It's a wacky choice of clothes. So it almost all looks perfect. He looks like Schwarzenegger. He's got his black sunglasses on, like black trousers, black boots, sort of black vest, and his abs are out. Not the top part of his chest, just his tummy. Just
It's
four of his six pack.
it's such an odd choice because it's nearly the perfect figure here. It's got a great gun. It comes with a nice like handheld Gatling gun. Again, another realistic looking weapon. Yeah, all in black, but his chest flips down and he fires off his shoulder pads, which I don't like either. I'd prefer it without the action, to be honest. But yeah, the sexy six pack on show is weird. And I didn't hate it until you mentioned it to me the other day, and I was like, oh man.
I think it's annoyed me for quite a while because other than that, it's great. Even when his head flips down, he's got like the endoskeleton underneath when he
Yeah.
fires out his shoulder pads. I don't even mind that because it is a robot, so it's fine. It's just why the fuck has he got four abs out?
The belly here makes me think I might have ranked this too high. But it is a cool looking
Yeah.
figure.
And it doubles up in two toy legs.
Yes. Yeah. He's the only one here that had a run in many people's
He
world
was the only one
wrestling.
who became WWF champion.
That's it, right? He's the only one that wore championship gold.
Yeah.
So fair play to him. You had to put the belt on him to cover up that silly belly.
Yeah, that was it. I had no other choice.
So then for Series 1, we're into the top 4. And in 4th place, I've got Exploding T1000.
Yeah, I like this. I like that it explodes. I like that he's half liquid metal. I feel like they could have done so much more though. They could have made more of him. So you'd like one that was just him proper in his police gear, maybe.
Yes.
But something could happen that he then looks a bit like this. You could even this is a guy who could have fucking replaceable arms as well, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he's got the spike.
Yeah, he's got the spike from that's a good bit in the movie when he's the stepmom and John Connor phones up to see if they're still alive. And then it cuts to the stepmom and she's just there chopping vegetables. It turns out that's the T1000. It's like, why the fuck is he chopping vegetables? What was he doing? Was he just mulling around the house doing housework until he got the call? Just so the stepdad didn't think anything suspicious was going on.
If John Connor never made that call, he was just going to make dinner.
Yeah, he was going to make dinner, just sit down, have it, and just wait, I guess, whilst the dog's barking its head off.
If John Connor never made that call, he was just going to live that life.
Yeah, that was it. He'd committed. You know what they say about the T1000 prototype? He commits.
Ah,
When he plays a part, he sees it through until the end.
fair play to him. No, I like this though. This is one of the more iconic ones from this entire line for me.
Yeah, I can't remember how it completely works. Has he got a button on the back that you push that explodes it? Or is it just when he gets hit, he explodes? I think I broke mine as well as a kid. I think I had to blue tack it back together because I sort of exploded it so many times.
Oh yeah, I think there might be a tiny little button on the back of his belt.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
because the front part of his torso and one arm is connected, and then the back part and then the other arm, and then it sits around a weird metally body bit.
Yeah, so his head's got like liquid metal coming off it that holds it in place.
Yeah, so the inside, the bit that you can't see, is sort of liquid metal as well, which is cool,
yeah.
which is a nice detail. Yeah, I really like this one. You're right. We could have, considering, as I say, I keep repeating myself, but considering we got 17 Arnolds, could have got a few more T1000s.
Yeah, I don't even mind all the Arnolds. It's that fucking cybergrip villain.
Well, okay, so here's some numbers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. In total, we got 4 T1000s. We got 2 cybergrip villains.
Bad.
Ah. Right.
Mamma mia.
So in 3rd place. I really like that exploding T1000. Well, this is all good now. This isn't like we're ranking Dredge.
Yeah, we're getting to the big hitters now.
Series 1's great. This is a great series. Right. In 3rd place, this is tough. I've got Techno Punch Terminator. And that's
okay. The
endoskeleton, yeah.
Skeleton. It's really good.
This is a really good figure. Looks cool. The mold is great. The eyes glow when light hits them, so they glow red.
Hold it up to like the light bulb. He's got a little hole in his head, so when light shines in that, the eyes glow.
The figure's so good. It does a really good punch pose as well. I didn't see them doing too many punches in the film. They're more shooting guns. And the accessories that come here are dreadful.
Yeah, they're a bit of a letdown, aren't they? I mean,
wreckage.
You could have a fucking gun, right?
You could have some guns.
I don't mind if it's like a big bit of like metal stabby pipe, like you get stabbed through him when he's fucked in the Terminator. So he's not as battered as this, where he's complete endoskeleton, I guess, but still.
Another part of this I really like is the chest piece is sort of, there's nothing there, so you can see the arm joints.
Yeah, it'd be a really good accessory for this would just be an arm from forearm upwards in a jar.
Ah,
That'd be good,
yes.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. This is nice. This is so nice. This, we didn't mention, so this is, we've sort of complained, not complained, we've mentioned how crazy it's been for these companies to be making children's toy lines of adult movies.
Yeah.
This is by far the most successful one, right? We've seen.
Yeah, they've done a great job, I guess, because you don't need to watch Terminator. You sort of get the gist of it, and they give you enough Arnold Schwarzeneggers to do whatever the hell you want.
Well, with Demolition Man and Last Action Hero, you were just buying toys of blokes, right? But these are all robots. These are all cyborgs. This is superb. And the packaging, we'll mention the packaging as well.
Because you hadn't watched Terminator 2, had you, when you were a kid? When you had
No.
these? Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
no.
quite happily got them and played with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Got them because they looked cool. They looked, yeah. You could very easily imagine playing with these. A success. Easily the best adult movie line we've seen.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd throw that out there, despite our complaints of missing characters and stuff. Right, so second place, I've got Power Arm Terminator.
This is like the classic Terminator from this line, isn't it?
Yeah, half.
Mega, half head, half robot, well, half human face, let's say, rather than head, because it's all head. He's got a battle damaged arm where you can see the ectoskeleton, but then he's got a missile launcher arm that you can put on, which I don't mind. And then he's got a weird fucking hook.
And then he's got cyber grip.
Yeah, cyber grip. Fuck off.
Yeah, so he's got 3 interchangeable arms. That's the power arm function.
Instead of cyber grip, just give us a complete robot arm.
Yeah. Yeah. So that battle damaged arm is.
They're obsessed with cyber grips.
I never used any of these big, heavy machinery looking arms. I just used that battle damaged human one almost.
I have this toy in my cabinet, right? And I've gone for having him displayed with no arm because the only arm I have available that I can find lying around is the cyber grip one.
Oh no.
And I've got not interested in that.
Yeah, but this is your quintessential Terminator figure, I think.
Yeah. You were showing me as well. What company was it that did like a remake recently?
NECA. NECA have done a handful of these in the same style, but they're sort of 7-inch figures.
Yeah, good. With the same color purple shirt, isn't it?
Yeah. It comes with all the same accessories. Like, so it's posed in the box with this giant rocket launcher, even though it's a super detailed 7-inch figure. It's great with like more articulation. Don't own them. I am keen. I'm very keen to get them.
Can you still buy them like from shops rather than secondary market?
No, secondary market. And they're not, you're probably paying 40, 50 each now, which is not unreasonable, but just more than you want to be paying. Yeah. But they're good. Yeah, if you've never seen the NECA Kenner-inspired Terminator figures, they're well worth checking out. Done a great job. And then it's a weird one because I've got this one in first place, right? But if you're only buying one toy from this line, it probably wouldn't be this one because it doesn't represent what it is, but it's an amazing figure and it's the John Connor.
One thing I think so good about this is that he comes with a motorbike.
Oh, if that motorbike was missing, this would not be anywhere near the top.
Yeah, I'd still rate it quite highly, I think. But
no,
I mean, it's great. It looks like a little John Connor. How old do you think John Connor was supposed to be in the movie?
15.
15? He was supposed to be 10. First movie came out 1984. I think it was set in 1984. This one is set, I think, 95 or 96. So he would be 10 years old.
Kids did look older.
That is not a 10-year-old boy. A 10-year-old boy does not speak like he does, or ride a motorbike, or rob banks.
They might have done back then.
Fucking doubt it.
Tougher.
I mean, tougher paper round, right?
Yeah. I remember being at secondary school in like year 8 and seeing the year 11s, and they all looked like blokes back then.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, in your secondary school, in year 8, you probably would have been about 13.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, no, wacky casting. I didn't know that.
I don't see it and think it ruins the movie or anything. They never say his age, but I think
that's what I was just about to say.
I was seeing some stuff, and when it says when they were set, that's how old he would have been. Right. Okay. I've always looked at it. This kid's 13. In my head, 13, 14. That's probably how old the actor was, so you can sort of see.
Yeah,
that he's about that age. That makes sense. It's fine. But if they're going to have this problem, just say it's set in 1997. Yeah, just up it a year or two, and then you don't really have that problem.
Yeah, no, true. But no, essential figure, I suppose.
Oh,
Like
100%, yeah. Terminator 2 is basically about fucking John Connor staying alive, isn't it?
you wouldn't have been that surprised if Ken had just left him out and just had the cyborgs, right?
Yeah.
This is a crucial part of the game plan when you're playing, right? He's running away from T1000
Yep, on his little motorbike.
on his amazing little motorbike. Yeah, what a figure. I found out NECA also did a nice version of that.
Oh, nice. With motorbike in a packet as well. Yeah, good.
I think that's slightly harder to come by now.
Yeah. The thing I was saying before as well, like this one's got a motorbike. The reason that's so good is because back in the day, I remember so many times going to toy shops and like seeing a vehicle, and on the box it would have pictures of them. So if it's like Ninja Turtles, they'd have the picture of the Ninja Turtles on the box. And I always would get excited and think, oh yes, I'll get this one. It's got Ninja Turtles in it as well. Then you see the little fucking writing, figures not included, and you're like, you absolutely fucking shysters.
No, this was an epic figure. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Hence we've. Would you agree it's first? Yeah, out of the
Yeah, because the motorbike and that, yeah.
yeah.
I think the
So
Terminators
good.
are a dime a dozen in this line. You've got one John Connor and he comes with a fucking bike.
One John Connor and they nailed it. And it's just yeah. Where's his mum?
Where is his mama? In the fucking mental prison.
Right. So that's the entire series one. Starts off strong, I think. Overall, that's really good. Cybergroup villain aside, that's great. And then it's sort of a slow decline and then falls off a cliff. And you just wanted to do series one a few days back, but I was like, come on, there's not that much well, there is 26 figures, but series three, the Terminator 2 3D one, if we don't do that now, we're never doing it. We're not coming back just for that, ever.
No, we're not coming back for a bunch of repaints. We're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel of things.
Yeah, six.
So we're smashing through all of them.
Yeah, so they decrease in size each time. So the Future War is sort of series two, and that's a series based on a time that supposedly happened after the Judgment Day. It's Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And this is the fallout from that, where cool idea, cool that we get more figures. A lot of the cyborgs have been like branded and tattooed with numbers so they know who's on the side of good, which is a cool.
Is that what it's for?
Pretty sure it's to work out who's who.
Okay.
Which I quite like, and all the figures show that. That's a nice little detail, fun little detail. Yeah, load of repaints, some new molds, and then I think I'll start with the one I like the least. Is Cybergroup Villain. So good, they didn't even change it. It's just like
Okay.
we nailed this. Here he is again.
Well, we've just found another 20 crates in the factory. Can we just sell them again? Be good if we didn't even change the backing card for him.
Ah,
Just there again.
yeah, just dreadful.
Makes a bit more
figure.
sense in this line. I'm not as offended with him in Future War as I am in him just the Terminator 2 series that you think is supposed to be from the film.
No, it does make more sense here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is in theory fictional, and we
Yeah.
could have different characters. Still, though, I think I'm so hurt and offended by the series one inclusion that I'm not looking past him. I'm not.
Oh, it's
looking
still the
past.
worst one out of the bunch.
I mean,
Ish.
well, the next up, Chromium. He's again like going to the effort of making new characters. So this is some weird looking cyborg with horns.
Yeah, so he's got like the exoskeleton face. He's got like bull horns on. It looks like he expands, I think, right? So his neck, it must push a button or something. His neck sort of, you can push it down into the body, then it bounces up, a bit like a Hasbro jumper. And his waist sort of has that same sort of mechanism as well. So he sort of grows a bit, but it looks dreadful.
Yeah.
And what is it? What's it? I don't know. I don't think AI is creating this to destroy the human race. I just don't think they're going to bother.
Do you like his the sort of shoulder spikes?
I don't fucking like any of it.
No, it's true. Because again, it's another one of those wacky things that the effort's gone in here.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor is not like. Do you know what I mean? T1000's not in this line, right? Because I suppose he's dead.
Maybe like they gave Jeff another chance in the office, right? And they're like, don't try Sarah Connor again, mate. You know what happened last time? You had to go home and change your underpants. And he's like, okay, the only thing that I can make that won't make me.
Oh, so
Yes.
Jeff couldn't even do humans.
No, he couldn't do humans. He couldn't even do like a standard exoskeleton because the nudity was too much for him. So he created this robot bull man.
Oh, well
And he was
done.
okay with that. He completed it. And everyone's like, well done, Jeff. But why have you made him sort of get an erection throughout his middle?
Yeah.
It's just,
Pull Jeff off the Terminator line, please. And that was it. It was Chromium and done.
guy's gone. Just get him out of the toy business
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, it's just weird them being in this line. If they were in a line called Cyber Cops or something, I'd be all right with it.
You'd be all right with it. You'd never buy it, never look into it really, other than that looks a bit rubbish and move on.
Yeah, this Man, I don't know. So that's two. That's two of the 8 here,
Yeah.
and then at least everything else is Arnold. Back to the good stuff,
Yeah.
right? So up next, we previously we had Damage Repair Terminator, and for Future War, he's got a bit faster because he's now called Rapid Repair Terminator.
Good. It's exactly the same, is
Uh, no, he's faster.
it? It's flat. Yes, he's exactly the same.
Yeah, but yeah, good,
He's
good.
faster.
Um,
Get two of
no,
these little Billy. Just remember, this one runs quicker.
well, he's not exactly the same. He's got that branded number on the arm, like I say, and
Oh, good.
barcode. So there is an addition. So if you did buy this loose, you would know which one you had.
Yeah, the fast one has the branding on the arm.
Yeah, you would know how quickly he could repair himself. So that's good for loose collectors out there.
Maybe like the joint of how it sort of sticks, the head sticks into the body and how the arm sticks into the body. These ones just flop out. That's why it's so quick to replace. It's just they easy in, easy out.
That's maybe, yeah, yeah.
I'll just call them rapid repair. Oh, great idea, Chris. That'll explain why the bits don't clip together properly.
Thoughts coming thick and fast at the Kenner officers.
Well, when they're
Just-
not creating women, they can think. Like they
That's
don't need
it, right?
distraction, right?
It's down to business. So then we've got Free Strike Terminator. This is essentially Power Arm Terminator in his away kit, but somehow much worse.
Yeah, it's not as good as it. I think it's the lack of the shirt.
I don't like.
It's everything, I
He's
think.
got a weird metal collar as well.
Like he's from the Running Man. Was it the Running Man when they got the collars on? Their heads blow up if they try to escape.
Yeah, is it even the same mold?
It looks way worse.
Black and grey camo.
It might be the same, just not coloured in as well. Yeah, the black and grey camo is crap.
As much as we hated the Cyber Grip arm and the rocket launcher, now these are black and they somehow look worse than the metal color. Yeah.
They were like silver before, so they looked metal. So it looked like something. Yeah, it's just a bit rubbish.
So yeah, he's not good. He's there. And then 4 left, 4 down, 4 left of Future War. We've got Hidden Power Terminator.
Oh, I fucking like this one, mate.
You do like this one,
You
don't
know
you?
I like this one as well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's huge. He looks like massive Arnold Schwarzenegger, really
Oh,
wide chest. What does he do? He must have some sort of arm movement that goes on as well, does he?
So you see there's an arm. I like his arm the way it's the flesh and then it's the endoskeleton at the fist and forearm, right? So he's holding that gun. He doesn't let go of that gun.
That's fine.
That gun shoots a cyber grip. But I think you squeeze his legs together and he pulls that gun away from his stomach and his stomach shows the endoskeleton underneath.
That's really good as well. And the silver thing that he's got down, I guess that's supposed to be bullets.
It's like a
It
metallic.
doesn't need because the cyber grip.
I don't know why he's topless. He looks like a male stripper. I don't like the metallic blue outfit. And he's got
I
like
don't think it's a metallic blue outfit. I think it's like a sort of a belt that carries bullets.
that's a metallic blue. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Some sort of
I
shoulder
don't like
strap.
the weird sort of what looks like a microphone going to his face, but then maybe he's communicating with other Terminators. But you're right, he does look like he's in a boy band about to do a dance.
Yeah, this guy in the Future War, this is an entertainer. That's what I'm looking at this. So it's a fun one. It's a new mold, right? So
Yeah.
effort's going in here. It's just a weird looking one. It's probably the most weird Arnold we get in this line. It's not bad, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's one for you, maybe not for me.
Yeah, I like it.
If only that gunshot water, eh, mate? This was
I'm quitting everywhere.
absolute winner.
I'd have to go home early.
Then we've got Battle Ready Terminator.
You're a dick. This is good as well.
This is good. Why have I got? Yeah, I think I. Oh no, you'll understand. You'll understand. This is really good. What do you mean I'm a dick? This is third.
I don't know. These are probably my two favorites. They're new molds. I like them.
Yeah, new mold. I like this one as well. This is closest to his gear at the start of the movie, I suppose. Although he's been in a fight because he's lost sleeve and trouser leg here, and he's got endoskeleton on display.
Yeah, this is really good.
And this is really good. I
think
agree.
it's good.
I completely agree.
And he's got a gun that shoots a bullet that doesn't look like you have to flick it.
Mate, this is in third position.
Bazooka.
There's 2 above this. The one that's directly above this is because of you. I'm thinking of you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
So you'll understand when you see the second, right? So yeah, this Battle Ready Terminator, probably one of the ones I'd like to get. Probably one of the cooler ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks good. Weapons aren't. I don't know if I need the big orange rockets.
Yeah, the launcher's fine.
Yeah, but just the rockets themselves. They can't look like rockets.
Just in case you go rob a bank.
That's it. So
Always be banned forever.
second place, mate. I've got Hot Blast Terminator.
Thank you. Yeah, you know I like it.
Right?
Yeah, the water one.
So this is the water one that looks much better than the previous water one. So I thought you'd prefer this.
I think I might have this one. I need to check, but I don't have the water squirter because I found it in the charity shop.
Oh, mate.
I should have done some proper research into which ones I've actually got.
And this one shows a different color endoskeleton underneath.
Yes, that's quite good, isn't it? Because we'll see why.
Well, in first place is Metal Mash Terminator, and that is the different colored endoskeleton,
Yeah.
the sort of bronzy gold. This guy's got number tattooed or printed on his front. This just looks cool. I like the color scheme here.
Yeah, I like this one. I like the little nod on that last toy that has this color
Yes.
skeleton.
Yeah. Big fan of these endoskeletons. This and the Series 1 one.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail in them as well. They're really well designed.
Yeah, for 91. These are good. They're good. It's good stuff. This is really good stuff. But maybe the kids loved Cyber Grip Villain. I just can't believe he wasn't called Devious Dan or something, you know?
Battle hook villain.
Anything. Yeah, like you don't even get with his name, you don't even get the opportunity to bring him into your collection and be like, oh, what side's he on? No, he's a fucking villain.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh, what does he do? Oh no, he's gonna cyber grip you, isn't he? It's his name. Like, stay away from his hands. Like nothing left to the imagination there. Yeah, so that's Future War. Going into this, I thought I would hate Future War.
It's not bad at all, really. It's just got two rubbish new made up characters, and the rest of it's pretty good.
There's some very good Arnie's there. There's some very good T800s there. Packaging's similar to before. Half face, half endoskeleton, just smaller.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to remember because they didn't do many NECA when we talk about this tribute line they did a few years back, but I think they did that Metal Mash Terminator in gold
Oh, nice.
or bronze. I think that was one of them. And also, annoyingly, I think White Hot T1000 is one of them they did.
Yes.
So they picked some
Not
wacky
even the normal
ones.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then it's hardly worth mentioning, but there was another line. So that both of them were in 91 and then 92, the first two. And then 5 years go by and Universal Studios Florida open up a theme park ride called T2 3D Battle Across Time.
That just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah, to tie in with the release of this ride, Kenner just repainted some of the figures that were sold in the on-site gift shop. I have reason to believe they made their way to Toys R Us.
I think that's quite cool, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a collector, you can go there and get bits. If collectors existed then, but even if you're a kid and you just go there and you get something you can't get in the shop.
The branding of the ride seemed to be the sort of endoskeleton, like with fire all around it. So that's represented on the card. Looks like that, which is cool. But just I'm not. It's 5 years later. I think the line's dead, and this is just a fun little thing for the ride. But it's worth mentioning because it is Kenner, the 6 of them, and it's a weird bunch.
It's strange, isn't it? Because like some of them, we'll go through it actually. We'll talk about the good points and the bad points of them. You go.
I've got in last place Exploding T1000 because it's the same as the first one we saw, but worse somehow.
It is, isn't it? The blue's more vibrant and stuff. They're just like the colours seem more cartoony, right? They're not really blending into each other or anything like that. It just looks cheaper. It looks like the sort of thing you would find as a knockoff that's used the same molds but painted it badly.
Maybe it's the lighting, is it?
I don't know. I mean, it seems noticeably bad to me.
No, it does look lighter, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a much lighter blue.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just a weird. I mean, look, they're not. This is effortless, right? There's arguably less effort that's gone into this than the Demolition Man series we looked at.
Yeah.
This specific series. So only 6. That's in 6th place. In 5th place, I've got Battle Ready Terminator.
Yeah, I don't mind this too much because it is just a repaint of the Battle Ready Terminator from Future War,
which looked really good.
Different. Yeah, I really like the one from Future War. It's good. This one's got a bit more color to it, but because the colors are so different, it looks like a completely different toy.
Yeah, yeah.
A worse toy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Completely different. So they've done quite a good job of making it look completely different. I think is what I'm saying. But it's no way, shape, or form better.
Yeah, I suppose it's just it wouldn't be too bad if we hadn't seen it already looking much cooler. I suppose that's the issue. So yeah, it was similar. I'm struggling to put this one in 4th because it's so weird. And that's Hot Blast Terminator.
Yes, the army guy who I cottoned on before when I mentioned they haven't made a Predator toy of Arnold Schwarzenegger. This looks like it.
Yeah, this looks like a little bit of battle damage, so you can see the skeleton, but this looks like Arnie from a different film.
Yeah. Or
Ginger
Commando,
hair,
maybe. Yeah. Gingerish hair, like complete green camo.
full camo gear, and ginger hair. Like, what's this? This is great. In fact,
Hot blast. I hope he actually came with his water thing as well, and it wasn't just a
of course he did.
yeah, good. Phew.
He did. He did. He did. Yeah.
Right, there he is
Just,
in the box. I was just looking at a Juicy Lucy.
just a weird choice. It's funny. This
Not,
one's
you're not
funny.
picking this one up, are you? Fucking hell.
No. At least, hey, I say this was effortless. At least they made the right decision of not including Cyber Grip villain,
Yes.
right?
Must
At
have
least
socked them all, mate.
it's got that going for it. And then in third place, quite high again, is Techno Punch Terminator.
Yeah, the endoskeleton again, pretty much exactly the same, isn't it, as the series one?
Yeah, you don't really need to do anymore. This is the type of toy that people could have done army building with, right?
Yeah.
So you could buy more of these and it's absolutely fine.
That would be good, wouldn't it? A massive army.
Be like foot soldiers with the turtles. Tale of two halves this final series because the bottom three are all weird, very weird, and then the top three are all right. We've
Yeah.
got John Connor again. I've got him in a second. He's again another good toy.
It's a weird repaint this one because the jacket's better, the trousers are worse. Like if you mashed them both up, you'd have a fantastic John Connor, I think. Like series
It's
one, it's just plain green. This one's got a bit more detail on, so it looks a bit more sort of army jackety. But his jeans are a bit darker, whereas the lighter jeans more represented what he wore in the movie.
the whole thing looks a bit duller overall and therefore more realistic. The other one looked a bit. I think even the bike might be a slightly darker red here.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Looks a bit more maroon.
So this isn't bad. It's just, yeah, a bit more serious looking, I suppose, with the color scheme. But cool. Again, it's so good that it's very high on this short series as well.
Yeah,
And then in first place, so this guy features in all three series, right? But this one's back to the good stuff. This is
yeah.
Power Arm Terminator.
This is really good because even on his shirt, this is the only one I think where they painted the bullet holes of skin, so
Yeah.
you can see his skin through the shirt, which you couldn't do on the pink one.
The bullets on the chest look really nice as well, with gold through.
Yes, yeah,
Again, this is almost similar to the color scheme of the clothes that he wore at the start of the film. The black vest, the black trousers, and the grey shirt.
yeah. I think I like this one the best out of all these free molds that they've done of these.
Yeah, this is another one I've never seen before.
No, well, you wouldn't, would you, if it's just released at Universal? Then maybe some Toys R Us.
So we've definitely got some favorites, right? So this one features highly both times or every time we see it, apart from that weird one. John Connor features really highly, and the endoskeleton features really
Yeah.
highly. So they've done certain toys really well. And then yeah, no, what a line. What a line. Yeah, weird. We don't get Secret Weapon with a weird belly out ever again.
Good. One and done. Could you imagine what colours they would have painted that bad boy?
Ah, gold belly.
They might have made it better. They might have just colours it in black and then you wouldn't notice.
And then Battle Damage Terminator, we never get again, and that's a good one. They're both good ones, to be honest. Yeah, weird, weird. Good line. Good line. Peters out, doesn't it? Just like we have.
I think it's good overall,
Yeah.
but there is no need for the last one. They know that. It was just released as a gimmick, and that's fine.
Yeah. Worth mentioning, but yeah, it's a completely throwaway line. But that gingerhead camo Arnie is great. That's the one. That's the one you need to get, listeners.
I imagine it's really expensive as well and hard to get hold of.
Oh, I bet.
We'll find out afterwards.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we're going to break down. So we've been learning and evolving, and we've been trying to work out how we rank our series, and we're going to do them all separately, not just series one. We're going to look at all series and have a big league table where each individual series goes, right? And we'll sort that out soon in a video. But for this, we'll just look at the entire line as we have done, and where would we place that against all the other stuff we've seen. So the entire lines and the brief bits. In terms of movies, we've looked at Batman, Last Action Hero, and Demolition Man. This is the best movie we've seen.
Yeah.
Toy line wise.
And movie as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Batman was really good, but yeah, I'd agree with that. So yeah, it's already above all of them.
Yeah.
Where we get to usually is this better than James Bond Jr.?
Yeah, the new measuring stick of where you put in this.
It's not even top. It's just that's the one that people need to beat because it was so surprising. Is this better than James Bond Jr.?
I think it is. I was really excited by James Bond Jr. though.
When James Bond Jr. was said and done, I really wanted to get Odd Job and Jaws. I feel like there's more here that I really want to get.
Okay.
So I'd be inclined to agree with you that this is better than James Bond Jr., even though they had more characters technically.
Yeah, that was a fun line. I just think I want to play with this more.
Yes, yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the vehicles are really good here. Even the little bike that comes with John Connor is amazing,
Oh yeah, I think
as
that's
we've
excellent.
said.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, this is above. Is this above LJN?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's where we are then.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. Between James Bond Jr. and LJN. So up high. So this is like third, right? Is that
Yeah.
so this is better than Galoob? Yeah, because James Bond Jr. was.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? We've got James Bond Jr. there now. Poor Galoobs. I love my
So,
Galoobs.
so nothing's touching Spawn for now, which is good because I'm supporting Spawn.
If you're a big fan. You're a big fan of Spawn.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've
I
seen
mean,
enough that.
overall, Spawn might get knocked off, but as far as that being, yeah, we haven't seen all the other series from other lines and things like that. So Spawn sits top spot for now.
Coming out the gate, you're gonna struggle to beat that straight away, right?
Yeah.
Because as we saw with Ghostbusters, they didn't have the heavy hitters in Series 1, where Spawn did.
They spread them out as well. Like you're looking at series 2 and 3 to get your vehicle and playset for Ghostbusters. So
Yeah, okay.
little Darren's going to be cross. He's going to be cross for a while.
He'll be happy in the end. He'll be happy in the end. All right. Well, I'm happy with where that's sitting, and as I say, I look forward to doing a video of you laying these all out individually. Because yeah, this T2 3D
Yeah,
probably bottom series wise.
I think so. I think Demolition Man's better than T2 3D.
Okay. Well, in that case, that's all the important stuff out the way, right?
Yeah,
All that's left is the standard question. So you're in Woolworths, right? And it's Saturday morning, and you are on your way to get some toys. It's your older brother Darren's trip to Woolworths. Don't forget, you're tagging along.
just a tag load. See, I never even realized this. I thought it was my
No,
trip.
no. Darren being a smart boy, because he's quite into Terminator, right? He's quite into Terminator 2, and he's going there, and he knows exactly what he's getting. He likes the technology involved, so he's picking up a cyber grip villain.
We're going to say Chromium. No, it's even worse.
No.
Cyber villain.
Yeah. But Darren, your older brother Darren from 30 years later, doesn't want him to make that mistake. So he sent back a T800 to stop him buying Cyber Grip Villain. So he knows it's dreadful, right? But
Yeah.
so that's fine, right? Good. Helping himself out, But sadly, at the same time, 30 years later, your dad sends back a T1000 to kill Darren for destroying the family name by dressing up as a clown. Right? So what happens is there's two Terminators fighting, shooting each other. Darren stood there in a pile of piss. Your mom's terrified. She's like, "How does Darren know these men, Martin? Has he been groomed again?" And like Darren doesn't know what's going on. Little Darren, he's got no idea. So she's like, "Bloody hell, Martin, hurry up!" All three series are here magically. Pick one from each series and let's get out of it. Let's get Darren away from these metal men.
Right. Oh man, this is tricky, isn't it? So we'll start off with Terminator 3D. I'm going to start from worst to best in the sense of the order of the series. I will go for a Power Arm Terminator.
Okay.
Future War. I am a little bit torn between Battle Ready Terminator and Hidden Power Terminator, which are the unique molds to the series.
Okay.
I'm going to go for Hidden Power Terminator, which is the topless Arnie.
Okay, good. Yeah. I support that.
Which probably surprise you not. And I'm going to have to go for a John Connor for Series 1 with motorbike.
Okay.
What would you get?
I think I've got to go. Man, I have from I'll do the same order. So I'll start with the T2 3D from 1997. I have to get Hot Blast Terminator, Ginger, and Camera. I have to, right? I'm looking at that going, that's Arnie from a different film. This will be worth loads in the future. I'll ask one of these geezers shooting at each other if that's worth loads in the future.
Because you know exactly why they're there.
Oh yeah.
You're paying attention.
And from Future War, I'll get Battle Ready Terminator. I do like that
good
one.
choice.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I've got to get Exploding T1000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's out of that or the Techno Punch Terminator, the endoskeleton. No, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to get the Techno Punch Terminator. I
Good
need that
choice. Good choice.
from Series 1. So that's my three. There we go. Done.
Solid, mate. Solid.
Darren survives.
If you've got the T1000, you just know it's a baddie as well. Whereas the
That's true.
P800s, yeah, it's up in the air.
That's true. And Darren didn't pick up anything that day, so he did actually stop himself buying the Cyber Grip filling. So it worked. It all
That
worked.
works. History set itself right again.
A happy ending.
Yeah.
Well,
The moral of this story is my dad, in the end, he was so worried that Darren might get killed that he didn't mind that his clown outfit had been used.
Okay, that's true. That's true. He regretted that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. What are we doing next week? Next week, we're in talks to go on 3POA
As a tag team as well,
as
not
a
just you.
tag team. Yeah, for the
We're
first time
always there,
ever.
mate.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm not in talks. I'm on there, I think. And then you are. We'll be on there. What's that show called? Spoiler Room Brawl.
Yeah.
Looking at hopefully this all might change, but this is what the current situation is. Right? This all might change. We're going to be watching and talking about Bound for Glory 2005.
TNA pay-per-view extravaganza.
Yeah, and then on our show next week we'll be looking at series 1 and 2 of the Marvel TNA line. And I say two series because series 1 I'm pretty sure is just 4 figures. So who knows? Maybe it'll be more, but yeah, that's exciting.
That'll be fun, though. I used to love TNA in 2005.
Yes.
Salad days of TNA.
Jamie said he's never seen it, and I'm pretty sure we were watching it in real time then,
Yeah,
right?
we definitely were, yeah. It would have been on the wrestling channel.
And it was, yeah, it was good from what I remember. I've not watched it in years. Is that the one with Rhino?
Yes.
Okay. From what I remember, that's a very good pay-per-view.
Yeah, I bought it on DVD as well, so I must have watched it. I must have enjoyed it so much when we watched it first time around. I bought it as well.
Yeah. Well, it's
Don't
on
have any
YouTube.
TNA DVDs.
It's on TNA's YouTube channel in full. So
Good.
everyone can check that out. And I look forward to being on 3POA with you and some of those guys. That'll be great. Yeah. In the meantime, go check out Callum Graham music and his amazing album of outros and his actual album.
And you can go on actionfigureseller.com and buy yourself some Hardy Boys.
Yeah, pick up other stuff, but yeah, definitely go get the Hardy Boys and then listen to this Terminator 2 inspired song. Bye, everyone.
Bum, 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 bum. There you go. See ya.
That's exactly how it goes. Bye bye.